Good morning, everyone. I think it's still morning. Good morning, I think. Yeah, I'm just carrying on with the gel plate printing. The sun keeps in and out, in and out. I don't know whether to put the light on. Looks a bit dark, but okay. Well, we'll see. Yeah, it's horrendous weather. Let me put the light on, I think. I hope everybody's well. When I've got the gel plate out, I like to have a good session, so I'm carrying on. Let me just see if that's made any difference whatsoever. Probably not. Yeah, not really. Anyway, let's carry on. So what I'm doing at the moment, let me show you what I've done so far. This is on the multi-purpose cloth I'm printing. So I did a background of yellow and then I overprinted. I've got this wallpaper. Get yourself some textured wallpaper. It's marvellous to make patterns on your gel prints with, as you can see. So yeah, I'm kind of constructing pieces that I can sew into bags. On these ones, I'm just waiting for them to fully dry. Actually, I'm looking at it. I was going to say I'm going to do some hexes on there, but I'm not sure actually, because some beautiful detail on that one. So might leave those as is. And then to clean off, I'm using paper just to pull. I've done a blue one, which is over there. I'll show you in a sec. So yeah, what's nice is you pick up the texture from the fabric as well. So that was just partial because it was half. And this is the ones that I picked up from the red and yellow ones that I've done. So yeah, pick up some wallpaper if you can. This was a ghost print. It was what was left on. That was the original. So yeah, anyway, I'm doing it away there, and I thought, you know what, I haven't shown using the big plate. Somebody asked about the washability, you know, what do you use to set it? If you are making something that you think is going to be washed a lot, you can get this stuff from Golden, GAC 900. I think I put 9,000 when I replied. I can't remember who it was anyway. Yeah, so it's heat set fabric painting medium, and what you do is put your paint on and then just mix a squirt of this in. I think it's 1 part GAC to 1 part. You're supposed to use your golden acrylics, but I'm not going to do that. I just use my PBOs. Yeah, and then you heat set it with an iron. It's got all the instructions on the back there, so you can get that. It's quite expensive. I don't use it a whole lot, I must admit, but if you think it's something that you're making that's going to have a lot of washing, it probably is best to use that, or use some fabric paints. It's up to you. It's your choice. Right, yeah, so I'm just made a cup of tea. I've got this one ready to do the background printing on now. So this is the PBO Diner Iridescent Green Blue. I couldn't read the English bit then. There it is. Yeah, so that's the background colour. And yeah, I'm just going to print over. I might use the same wallpaper actually. I think I'm really liking that design. So I just need to choose what colour I'm going to overprint with. I think the blue might look quite nice. Sorry, I should have chosen this before I switched the camera on. Though that is a nice blue, that one. Right, I think we'll do this one. And this is Prussian blue, and it's a PBO, as you can see. So a fairly generous blob. At this point, if you're going to use that GAC 900, this is where you would put it in, and you just mix it in together, basically. So get yourself a nice even layer. Somehow I have hair on here. I do not know why. Oh, of course there's a cat hair as well. Where's all that come from? I've been printing all morning. There was no hair on here earlier. What's going on? Did you switch the camera on, Susan? Right, and then grab the wallpaper. Just trying to think which way to orientate it. I'm going to have the bags that way, so I just need to think about orientation of the pattern because it's a directional. Well, yeah, I suppose it's not mega directional. You could have just slapped it on. This is just a sample that I got from where was it? Sainsbury's home base. It's not Sainsbury's anymore, but it's home base here in the UK. You can just take little samples. I might go and get a whole roll of this actually because I am loving the pattern it leaves behind. Looky there. Isn't that amazing? And then quickly on with the fabric. And then I've just been topping it off with a big bit of paper. And oh, there he is. I was going to say, where's that gone? It was here a second ago. I don't think I showed this very well. I have shown this before, but it's a very smooth bottom wood turned tea light holder, and it acts as a baron perfectly. It just saves your hands. It just stops your hands getting so tired. And you know, you can really use your whole, instead of pushing down and really sort of hurting yourself, basically, you can just press easier, I think, anyway, and it's really smooth. And I just top it with the paper because it just stops the fabric wobbling itself along. So wobbling? No, wobbling. I know what I meant. Yeah, so eventually these will become bags, or even I might even make some more art journal covers actually, because I am a bit short on art journals in my shop because people have been buying them, which is amazing. Yeah, so there we are. All right, that's transferred really well. I don't know what you can see actually. Yeah, you can. Yep, so that's lovely. So I'll put that to the side to dry. And then what I've been doing is this is just Hobbycraft's 50 pack of card. It's a medium weight. It's not too heavy because you don't want it too heavy. And then I've been using buff titanium to lift that up there, off of there. Should be dry enough. I think so. So yeah, you kind of get two for the price of one, really. Just clean that off. Got to clean your brayer. Yeah, so you get the paper print as well as the fabric, which is pretty darn cool. When you're doing this lifting, you need to almost see, I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but I can see the actual pattern underneath here. It's quite a light layer. I'm just rolling off the roller on a scrap piece of paper over the side there. That's all I'm doing. If you're new to this, don't expect this to work first time. Yeah, it just doesn't. It's as simple as that, really. Try and find that bit that had half on. It does take practice, and don't worry about what you see as a failure. Some of my most favourite prints are the first ones that I did, and they were really quite simple, to be quite honest with you. Yeah, so much so that I have photocopied a lot of them actually, and they just kind of happened. You learn rapidly when you're doing this, but it is all learning through play. So don't be too judgmental when you first do it. So that's the half one. Let's have a look at the whole one. Looks like faded, really old wallpaper, doesn't it? Yeah, so this is nice. I'm getting, you know, I'm getting the paper one and the fabric one all for just one swipe of colour, really. I'll keep that one there because I need to do a partial in a bit, but that one's done. Okay. Now I have been cleaning the plate in between. Of course that's dried out now. I don't know where my water spray has gone. 2 seconds. Where are you? Oh, you'll do. got my mini mister here. Just need to, my baby wipes have dried out. To get a nice crisp one on the next one, I am, as you can see, taking the bother to clean off. You can leave it on, you can leave the crispy bits on, it doesn't matter. There's a definite line as you saw there, so I just want to get rid of that for definite, if nothing else, because that will transfer onto the next one. So it's just a case of doing it again, basically. Once we've got most of it off, try and get blobs off like that, because they leave white marks on your fabric otherwise, which you might want, you might not, I don't know, it's up to you. My staining's green. It's moved a bit, hasn't it? Right, so I thought I'd lost it for a minute. So same again, put the blue on, sort of fairly generous, I suppose, really. I've got the other bit of fabric here ready to go. Last thing when you gel printing is you run out of space. Cat hair, of course. Clean the brayer, get the wallpaper. Let's get that one on there, I think. Just need to make sure I do enough that it will cover my fabric. So just gently push it in, don't push too hard, although this is fairly thick, like textured paper, but don't push too hard because you'll lose your embossed design, basically. So give it a good swish. Of course, the other bonus is you end up with a printed wallpaper as well, which you can cut up and make into all sorts. Where's that partial one gone? Yeah, I always run out of room. Yeah, just play with this stuff. It's such fun. It's so addictive. You can see why I went for the biggest gel plate they do, because although I am restricted to that size, but that's quite a big, it's quite a big piece of work, basically. So but I can do small pieces, big pieces, whatever I want, really. So as you can see, hopefully that's transferred. Yep, cool. Doesn't matter if I get partials, that's fine. I'm not worried about that. It's all about the art of the, that's all the fun of the printing as far as I'm concerned. Get those ones out of the way. Yeah, so I chopped up some fabric, all different sizes. So I've got another one more or less the same size here. So we'll do that one from scratch, if you like, and then I'll just let that dry for a bit, take a slurp of my tea. I don't know if you can hear that rain. It is absolutely chucking it down today. I was going to go out and about, and I thought, oh, do you know, I really don't want to, not in that weather, because it just hasn't stopped here in the UK. We are having a we had a really dry April, but May is turning out to be incredibly wet. Just taking off the crusty bits there, so because they leave marks. You don't need a lot to lift it. think they're falling off my jumper actually. We had cuddles last night, which is very unusual for mackerel. It's kind of like, what are you doing? Freaks me out a bit when she does that. But yeah, she wanted cuddles last night. It rarely happens. And it was the night that I was decided that I'd sit and do some stitching, of course. So I had to put that away quickly because she leaks fur everywhere. Ended up with a gap in the middle. Not ideal, but never mind. I'm really glad I got that wall mounting thing now. It's great. I haven't got to worry about wobbling you guys, because you'd be well wobbly by now. Got to clean up in a bit, do my next stage of my 52 tags. Cool. Yeah, I might go and get a roll of that wallpaper actually. I just took a sample because I wasn't quite sure how it would work. But it's working beautifully. Oh, come on. Yeah, it's great, isn't it? I love that. It's kind of, it really is old wallpaper, isn't it? So this is why I removed the blob. See, now I've got a white bit. Missed that one. But yeah, great. I love it. Cool. As I say, you're getting the, let me hold it right up. See, you're getting all the texture in there as well. So yeah, cool. So I'm going to have some lovely papers to play with. Even this, you know, that for pockets and tags and stuff is perfect. And even the, you know, even this, I'd probably go over it with a layer of gesso or something just to mute those colours down a bit because they're a little bit, but, you know, love it. Love it, love it, love it. Right, okay, so let's start from scratch. Let's, why does stuff keep disappearing on me? Where's the water sprayer gone? Oh, lordy. Hold on. I'll get another wipe. Don't expect your gel plate to be pristine, alright? They pick up the pigments out of the paints, they're fine. I mean, you can see mine is quite yellow and discoloured compared to a new one, which is all super see-through and what have you. Yeah, they just don't stay like that, and just accept that. Just get on with it, and so you don't have to get them immaculate. But because I'm printing on fabric and I've got some sort of, normally I just chuck it on and I don't really think about it, but because I want that particular design to come out really as well as possible. I am, sorry, squeak. I am being quite fussy and getting it nice and clean, basically. I forgot to mention actually in the first video, do not use anything sharp on your gel plate, okay, because it will imprint itself into the plate itself. You must use, I mean, I've got, I think these are the brayers that I bought for doing, what's it called, lino printing, which have to be the soft rubbery type ones. So I've never bought new. I just use these because I must do some more lino printing actually. The prints sold okay on Etsy, so from my carvings, it's all good. Let's just get that buff titanium off there so it will transfer. Right. Okay. Oh, and when you put your brayer down, they've got this thing, in case you're new to this, alright, always stand them on the little ledge. Otherwise, if you put that down onto your paper, it will stick to your paper. And yeah, you'll have paper, you'll have to get the paper off. So just use the little leg that it's got. I must get these soaking actually. Got some really hard dried on bits though. Right, stop faffing with your rollers, Susie. Right. Okay. I'm going to call that one done. And that one's done. Right, shift those out of the way. Just fallen on the floor. Joy. Okay. What colour would I like to do now? So I've done a red, I've done a blue. What I'm going to do with these is box the bottoms. That's why they are quite sort of oblongy looking. Yeah, so should we do some green? Chrome green hue. I've not used this one, I don't think. That's where all the hairs are coming from off that fabric. Okay. Right, so for the actual background colour, it's just a case of put some paint on and then no pattern, just get a bit of background colour going. So this is it from the beginning, basically. You can do, what's it called? Ombre, all different colours if you want to. It's completely up to you. It is artiste's choice. Not worried if it goes on the back. These bags are going to have linings. So whatever we get, we get. There we are. That needs a bit more on that side. Just a little bit more over there. I'll call that okay. Okay. Just plain green. There won't be enough to do another one, so I'll just put a little bit more paint on. It's amazing how much it actually absorbs. I need a wider table. This is the narrow one. I will square the bags up when I come to make them. I just hacked the fabric. I say they're all my little scrappy bits. So, and this fabric is not cheap, so I tend to use every last drop for whatever project I can dream up, really. Let's see what we've got. Yeah, it's cool. I want it patchy. I don't want it solid. I don't want a solid colour. So that's all good. Just lift the rest of this paint. I love these index pages. I've said that before, but I really do. They're so useful. Oh, and if you don't like getting your hands inky, put gloves on, or don't do gel printing, because you always end up covered. So I have to scrub my hands before I sit and do my next tag. Clean off as much as possible. I don't like wasting any paint. Now, I don't know what colour to do. Last bits of that off there. I hope you're seeing this okay, peeps. It's I'll say, one minute it's beautiful sunshine, next minute it's horrible, horrible rain. Alizarin Crimson, transparent. I wonder if that's going to show up. Might do. It'd be quite muddy though, wouldn't it? Burnt sienna. Oh, I've got a Diner Orange. Oh, that might be a bit yuck though. Sorry, I'm just looking through my... Actually, do you know what? I'm going to go radical. Let's do black. Let's see what black will look like. If you've got these on the top of your things, take them off. Otherwise they always drop off. This might be a complete but let's have a look. You can always practice with card first if you don't want to go straight onto your fabric. Seriously, I'm gonna have to stop the cat coming in here, I think. It just gets everywhere. Mind you, it's on me, so that's probably, maybe I need to stop coming in here. That wouldn't be much fun, would it? I'm trying to get up most of the background stuff. I don't want it to dull it down too much, but leave the flowers. So I'm just pushing in between the flower design. See, the sun's come out now. Oh, you just love the English weather, don't you? Not all the time. Look at that, beautiful. Doesn't tend to transfer until you've got it on solid. You can see that's the green I've just lifted, and it's just dry. And I think that's what I love about it. It just dries so quickly. What another thing that I love about it is it's a quick one. It's a quick craft. Well, ish. I haven't made the bags yet. I might make one up actually and do a separate video so you can actually see a finished article. Although I tend to embellish them quite a lot with other things, so it might not be today. But let me know if you'd like to see that, like the finished article, once they're all decorated up with pockets and all sorts of things that I put on them. Lacy bits and what have yous. It doesn't look black at all, does it? Looks like a very dark purple. Look at that. Oh well, whatever. Right, card. We have card. Should only, oh, we'll need two. The buff titanium is really good at picking that up, but I want to try something different. What have I got here? Raw sienna. Oh, that might be really, really vintage. Just a drop. Ugh, no, a drop. Oh, I haven't cleaned my brayer again. God, can you shout at me, please? Clean your brayer. Doesn't look like you've got any paint on there, but once you lift, it's amazing. But you have to be fairly quick, especially when the sun decides to just suddenly pop out like it just did. haven't got to do this. You can clean it straight off if you want to, but I don't like wasting the paint. That's not partial, we'll leave you there. So look at this one. Oh yeah, proper grunge. Oh, Struth, that's really stuck on there. Yeah, proper grungy. Nice, cool. Another bit of paper. I love putting those in my gel prints. In my journals. They make really unique pages. I've just found my water sprayer. Hurrah! You can use baby oil. I tend to use these for quite a while, and then I clean them off with hand sanitizer or baby oil. It just kind of rejuvenates them. I don't know if it's necessary. It's kind of what I do. I want these to last, well, a lifetime really. Squeaky clean. And repeat. So, black, where are you? Don't disappear on me. Oh, excuse me. I was going to say, where's my other bit of green fabric? It's there. Oh dear. Clean your brayer. Right. Wallpaper. I'll try and get that big bit in there. It's a nice big floral design there. I'm not quite sure whether I'll free motion around these flowers or just leave it as a print actually. Don't know. Whoa, no, stay there. Oh, card, get off. Oh, I'm just going to take my sweatshirt off. Do excuse me for a moment. I'm suddenly cooking. Talk amongst yourselves for a minute. Oh. Whew, that's better. It's getting a bit warm. The brayer moves it, this doesn't. I don't know why. Probably because it's a bigger surface, I suppose. It's probably something scientific. I should have ironed the fabric first, but let's see what we got. Cool. Right, so that'll be the front or back, and that'll be the front or back. Cool. Lovely, that's what we like. Those there on the back of the chair to dry with the other ones. And I need more card. Did I use burnt sienna, didn't I? I got this one, which is Naples yellow, no, yellow ochre. Let's try that one. That was quite dark, wasn't it? But let's try this one. I got these at an incredibly cheap price at our local thing. It's well, shopping centre thingy. It's called Traeger Mills. If you've ever been to the West Country, you probably know it. But yeah, they oh, gosh, it was a clear out. It was years ago, so I'm really surprised it still works as well, but it does. So as you can see, the green one, which I used on the other video, that is starting to get a little bit grainy, but this one seems to be fine. So yeah, and then I'm doing play with my golden, what are they called? Oh, those ones, the golden fluids. I think somebody asked about these actually. Yeah, this was a treat to myself at Christmas. They're meant to be the bee's knees, but I just really haven't had a chance to play with them properly, not giving them proper justice. I wasn't impressed with them on the fabric, because I did that in that video yesterday with the hexagon. I wasn't impressed with it that way, but I know on paper and card people swear that, you know, they are amazing. So yeah, I haven't tried them on paper or card yet, so but I will. Oh yeah, it's much nicer. It's a much nicer colour, isn't it? Like that. Yeah, okay. Have to remember that. It's a nice colour actually, that yellow ochre. I do use it quite a lot. I should be sad when it's all gone. Oh, go on. Just a bit. Sometimes it'll lift, sometimes it won't. No, it didn't. Okay. Yeah, I missed quite a bit over there, but that's really nice. I like that. Are you seeing this? Yeah. Right, so that's, we've got 3 bags worth already done, so that's all good. Did I clean my brayer? Yeah, hold on. I think I'll lift off actually. No. New, I think I'll just clean it. So, yeah, I hope that sort of kind of gives you a insight into what I do and how I do it. And, just trying to think if there's anything else that I need to give. I'm not, you know, I'm not a professional at this, as you can probably tell. But, you know, I certainly love playing with it. There are hundreds of videos on YouTube from artists, you know, proper artists who... I'm in the gelatin enthusiasts, I think it's called, on Facebook. Holy moly, some of the work on there, because a lot of them do collage with this. Oh, it's just stunning. I mean, absolutely stunning. You know, I wish I had that talent. It's beautiful stuff. So yeah, there's plenty of groups around. I say join that one on Facebook if you want inspiration, because their stuff is amazing. Yeah, let's see how long we've been going. I think I've kept you long enough. Yeah, 39 minutes. I think that'll do. So when you see products made from this, you've just got to remember how much work goes on in the background before the end product is even there. I've been quite fortunate. A lot of people appreciate, you know, how much work goes into this. So yeah, I've been very lucky. So when my new stencils come, as I say, Mari and Patricia Lee, they both said they didn't mind their names being shouted out. They gave a lovely contribution to my creative stuff through the Buy Me a Coffee thing, so that was brilliant. It's enabled me to buy the stencils. As soon as they arrive, I'll do another printing session and you can all see what the lovely ladies sponsored me in getting. Right, I'm going to carry on. I want to do loads of paper and stuff. If I had the ability to edit, I would put it on fast forward, but I don't. So I must check it out actually. I don't know whether Samsung do one, but that's my phone. I'm going to leave it there because I'm waffling. And I hope you have a great afternoon. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.